Hello to you all wonderful people, and thanks for joining me again for another trip as I fly off to Turkey for the second time. I mean, the first time I was 18 years old and I went with my school friends. So this time heading over to Antalya, spending 5 nights there. So can't wait. I'm staying at an all-inclusive resort, trying the wonderful food over in Turkey, the hammam, going to experience that for the first time in Turkey. So that should be a great experience. I mean, the resort itself, I'll show you what it looks like. All the food that's going to be there. I mean, all inclusive, you get as much food, try and gobble it all up as you can. So flying from here in London, from Gatwick Airport, South Terminal, flying Wizz Air for the first time. So I've never flown Wizz Air. The experience so far with the check-in, I mean, you have to check in 24 hours before the flight. I mean, that's when it opens, and no later than 3 hours before the flight takes off. So just be sort of careful on that, because I noticed a few people who came in with oversized luggages and they had to pay extra. And also, when they didn't check in online, had to pay like £105 for 3 people. So I'm guessing £35 per person if you don't check in online. So just be careful on that front. So we'll show you the journey and the experience. And once I land, I'll take another video. But looking forward to a great 5-night over in Turkey. I'll see you then. Bye.
To fasten your seatbelt, push the ends together and tighten it by pulling the loose end.
Hello Antalya, just arrived. It was an absolutely wonderful journey with Wizz Air, first experience with them, and I cannot say anything other than just praise, because it was a smooth takeoff, landing. The experience on there was great. Would I say it's worth money? Every penny was worth it, because I had a great untroubled flight. Once landed here at Antalya, the airport security, everything was very smooth, so no issues. Wonderful. So off to Liberty Hotel, where I'm staying for the 5 nights, all inclusive, and just found my bus. So this is the bus behind me, MTS Services, which is the transfer that's taking me to the hotel. So once you reach there, hopefully have some dinner, because I'm starving. It was a 3.5-hour journey. And let's see what Antalya has to offer. I mean, the weather is a little chilly for this time of year. It's about 13, 14 degrees here in the evening. But nonetheless, it's all in all should be a great experience, and I'll keep you all posted. So just arrived at Liberty Hotel here in Antalya, and oh my God, if you look at the first impressions of the hotel, it absolutely blew me away. I mean, the exterior itself, okay, not the best in comparison to other neighboring hotels and resorts around here, but inside, I mean, inside it absolutely comes alive. So just had a quick roam around, looking around the hotel. There's a disco ball happening downstairs. Just been to the restaurant itself, just to have a quick glimpse of that as well. So just to have a quick immediate first impressions, I have to say it's living up to what we anticipated. I want the hotel experience to be great, because that's what we're here to relax, to enjoy. I won't be doing as many excursions. I want to be sort of burning myself out, spending the next 5 days just going out and about. I want to enjoy and maximize what's here at the resort, because when I go abroad, I don't typically do that. I'm always out and about, experiencing a lot of the city, etc. We'll do 1 or 2 activities here and there, but actually the resort is where I often miss out on my trips abroad and resort stays. So let's try and maximize that this time around. So I'll keep you posted. Just having my first dinner. Well, I wouldn't say dinner, it's more like a snack, but if you want to see the size of the snack, it will absolutely make you feel gobsmacked. So what am I having? So I'm having some corn, peas, some chips, this is veal, I believe. This is call it boiled veal, rice and shakshuka, and something else, so eggplant I'm having. So that's my first meal. Hopefully it will taste yummy, and if not, oh well, try again tomorrow. Good morning everyone. So this is first impressions of outside. So just popped out from the hotel room, just had a quick breakfast because woke up a little late. And just trying to get an impression of what is on offer. I mean, we just walked past the football pitch, the tennis court, trying to find the local swimming area and also the beach. So I think we're heading off to the beach. I mean, we did get a bit lost to be fair with you. Trying to find the exit to come outside, so we didn't know it was at the end of the restaurant. So we walked around the entire building and found out there was a mini shopping mall as well. So all in all, good. But yeah, I mean, it looks really fantastic. Just a shame that the weather is not all that, considering London right now is absolutely basking in sunshine, and here in Antalya it's absolute London weather, typical. And it's about to rain. So we come all this way on holiday to experience rain. Oh, poor people here. I mean, they're trying to sunbathe and there's no sun. So here we are at the famous Lara Beach here in Antalya, and absolutely deserted because of the weather. What can we say? Just the luck. But it does look absolutely beautiful. We do have quite a few spots here which people can really enjoy if he was basking in sunshine, but there's no sunshine, so what can we do? I think there is currently a red flag because it is going to rain quite heavy in a bit. I don't know, just chill, relax. This is what the intention of the holiday was, but I guess we just have to make the most of what is here. I'm not going to go onto the sand because I didn't bring the right footwear because I didn't know how cold it was going to be outside, so I'm just wearing my trainers. But yeah, so I'm gonna head back, trying to figure out where the rest of the stuff is here on the hotel, and grab a drink because I am thirsty. So this is the beautiful view from the room. So that's the other side of the hotel, and then you have the view from the side of the room. Balcony gives a great view, and at the back it's not quite clear yet, but that is the sea, what you see. But I mean, it's a bit foggy right now, so difficult to see that. So just walking on Lara Beach. The sun is here, yay, finally. I mean, it's a beautiful beach, very long stretch. I mean, if I show you, you can even look at it from this side. It's a very long stretch all the way down. I mean, endless. It's just non-stop. And then you cross across on that side and it's absolutely endless too. I mean, it's a long. I mean, I don't know how many kilometers it stretches, but I'll look into that. So what's the plan for today? I mean, the plan for today is just to simply get to roam around Lara Beach and enjoy the resort itself, and then after this, probably the plan for the week, I want to go to the waterfalls. The waterfall itself is one of the key highlights if the weather permits here. If the weather does not permit, then obviously some indoor activities. We did find a shooting range, rifle shooting range, shotguns, pistols. So if you can have a go at that, probably will be on the plans. So we'll see. There is also a few others. There's a cave I saw that, I forgot the name of it, but a cave that I'll be probably visiting. So let's see. I mean, I want to keep it open. I don't want to have anything solidly planned on this trip. This one is just pure relaxing. Enjoy the sun and where it takes us for the limited period of time the sun is here. How are you?
Fine.
Lovely. So I just want to get some pounds exchange to lira. What's the exchange rate?
Yeah.
If you can show me the exchange rate. 47. Okay, no, that's fine. So I'll got 30 pounds. Can I get 30 pounds exchange, please? Thank you. 1,425. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Well, it's as easy as that, trying to get money exchanged here in Turkey. Thank you for your help and support. Really appreciate it. So just popped out of the hotel for the first time, and yeah, just trying to get money exchanged. And as you can see, we are going through a bit of a shopping area. I mean, this is straight out from the hotel. There's like literally an entire strip just filled up with shops and bazaars and selling nicer clothes, bags. We found an exchange place. Good rate, 47.5 for every pound you exchange, which is okay. I mean, I looked on Google, 49 is the actual rate, but hey, I'm not so fussy. I wasn't getting a lot of money exchanged at the moment. I just needed some Turkish lira on my hand. But you'll have a bunch of people who are trying to sell you excursions. And we've gone from kiosk to kiosk to kiosk. And one guy, oh my God, he was trying to say, yeah, some people will give you cheaper prices than others. Great. They'll give you cheaper prices, but what's the experience they're giving you? What are they selling you? They could sell you, for example, he goes, okay, so you're going to go one visit, one's going to sell you the same excursion for 30 pounds, another one's going to sell you for 25 pounds. But the guy who's selling it for 25 pounds is going to tell you that you're going from here, the transfer is going to be offered from A to B. You're going to have food, but he's not explaining you with what vehicle, he's not explaining you what type of food, whereas when you book through me, you get to know and you get to see. So this is the exact transport that behind me there, that van there. Minibus, sorry, that itself is the transport that he offers all his service. What type of food? He goes kebabs, 16 euros worth of kebabs. So he was giving me a full definition of every single thing detailed will happen, which by the way I respect. I respect that heavily because he was giving me insight of every element of that trip and what to anticipate. But it was kind of off-putting, to be fair with you, because he literally just I wouldn't say just pulled us out from one, totally unexpected. We were just walking past and they were just saying, hey, this is what we do, this is what we do. You came here before, you didn't book an excursion, so why didn't you book? And this is why he was just giving an insight into all his experiences with people who just generally ask for different sort of prices. I didn't want to book an excursion because we've already booked an excursion. So it was just, I think, having a bit of a rant, and unfortunately we were the victims to that. But I shook his hand and said, look, thanks for the advice, the guidance, but on we go. So just gonna look around and see what other shopping places. We're gonna look at what some sort of local bags that they have. I know they do designer bags and designer clothes for just cheap prices, so let's see what we can offer and then what we can buy. And then from here onwards, we're trying to figure out how to get to the old town and the old bazaar. And that's where we want to do the main shopping, really. Whether we do that today or whether that's tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, but we'll figure out a time for that. But it's just roaming around, seeing what the local area has to offer. So I'm just at the Telos bar here in the hotel, and having just got back from outside. I mean, it was a free roaming adventure. Didn't have much else planned. That's the whole idea. We went to the shooting range, the Antalya shooting range, just to have a look. I mean, we were planning to book it, but I mean, the types of guns they have there, you got the Glock 17, you got the Smith Wesson, you got the Stranger AR-15. I mean, a lot of weapons they had there, but there were magazines or the bullets, really expensive. I mean, just for the Glock itself, I think it was 40 euros for 15 bullets, which you could easily rinse through that within a couple of minutes, and you'll be spending a hell of a lot of money because yes, the adrenaline rush will kick in and you'll be high on that, and you will want to keep on going. So anyone who's looking to book the Antalya shooting range, just be careful that it is going to hurt your pocket. I mean, we were just roaming around just to see outside the hotel resort what exactly is there. I mean, there isn't much other than just mini bazaars, mini souks, lots of designer clothes, bags, lots of things that you could purchase, quite high-end prices, so you kind of need to haggle on those. We're just waiting for once we go to the old town, for the old souk bazaar, because that's where you can actually truly get much lower prices and hopefully can haggle down on prices as well. So looking forward to what should be a wonderful evening. I'm trying to get the most of what the hotel has to offer. We've got some plans this evening to attend one of the parties here. There's going to be a music, singing, dancing, so we're going to watch that. And then tomorrow is the time we're planning to go out for the old town. I'm a little tired. I mean, there's a lot of walking we had to do, but all in all, a good experience so far. So just having the first real dinner here at the Liberty Hotel. I mean, last night's dinner was a late one, so it was a lot less in terms of options. So what's on my plate? So I've got rice, which is mixed with carrots and prawns, sauteed rice, so it looks pretty decent. The eggplant, which has minced meat inside it, which I think should taste yummy, sounds yummy. There's also potato, sauteed potato, and well, what else? My missus has just put on, what do you call these again? Sushi. Yes, why I don't know is because I rarely try them. So I've got also roast beef and sauteed vegetables, so carrots, some eggplant, aubergines, and also a chicken thigh as well on this. So all in all, a lot and bunch of salad, Turkish salad. So there's a lot of stuff on there. I don't know how much of it I can get through, but I'll try and go through as much of it as possible. The variety of options, I mean, is endless. So let's jump in. Good morning, everyone, to a beautiful sunny Antalya. No, it's absolutely pouring down with rain. Oh gosh, I mean, this is the holiday I've signed up for, right? Not to worry. I mean, we can all make a fun activity, a fun day of bad weather. I mean, it's just going to be stuck indoors today. Nothing much to do other than just play a game of pool, enjoy the food, probably go to the hammam here and maybe a bit of swimming. So you can still make the most of a bad situation, even though you can't go outside. We're planning to go to the Grand Bazaar because that's where all the shopping pretty much is done. I mean, the cheap souvenirs, bags, clothes, everything. So we heard from colleagues that you can get a bunch of stuff from there because a lot of people who come to Antalya go to the Grand Bazaar. So planning to head there if the weather improves in the next couple of hours. But right now it's just looking absolutely grim. So just about to have lunch, but just before that, actually we tried to spend some time having a coffee, a hot chocolate, and a bit of photo shooting. Nothing else to do around. I mean, it's still very wet outside, but lunch, I mean, that's one of the major highlights, right? Open buffet, pick whatever you like. And as you know, I'm fond of Italian food, even though I'm in Turkey. I mean, there are Turkish food. We will get some grilled stuff later on. But for now, I'm just having pizza, which is my favorite, spaghetti bolognese and chips, traditional, nothing special, nothing wow, but fills my tummy, and that's the most important thing. And there we go, lamb chops and some grilled chicken on the barbecue. So I'm back on Lara Beach, and you can tell from the roughness of the sea how bad the weather has been here. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, it's a beautiful, very scenic sight. I give it to you for that. I mean, the weather has its pros and cons, but when it is raining and when it is windy, it does give you quite a remarkable experience of how the waves will flow through the water and the sound it makes. It's actually quite soothing, quite relaxing in some odd ways. I enjoy it. So hence why I'm just here enjoying, but as you can see, there is a red flag currently. So I ain't going on the beach, ain't going in the water because it's just too rough right now. So yesterday was a very wet day. I think it was probably one of the worst weather experiences I've had on holiday. But you know, the wet weather didn't dampen our spirits. So we tried to make the most of a lot of things, especially inside the hotel. I mean, we started off the day, what did we do? We obviously had a great breakfast. After the breakfast itself, we did a bit of a photo shoot. I mean, inside the hotel, the lobby area is really beautiful, so we took a lot of photos in the lobby area. I really enjoyed that. Obviously, you capture the moment, you capture as much of the holiday wherever you go. But the standout was during lunch. It was the dessert itself. That was the standout. So what did we have? We had walnut baklava with pistachio ice cream with fresh mint leaves. Now, I've never had that before. When combining all those three elements together, oh, it gives a pop in your mouth. It was like a really, really nice taste. So if you haven't tried that, I highly recommend that you give that a go, because it brings out a bit of your childhood in you, makes you a bit of a love for the sweet tooth and the ice cream. So really enjoyed that. But after that, we really wanted to to go out, but we saw that it was raining too heavily, so we just took a bit of a breather, and we were at the Telos bar. We were just having a hot chocolate, and then we thought, no, let's experience the rain, because we're here on holiday. Let's go out and experience the rain. We wanted to do a bit of shopping, so we got a rain jacket, a raincoat offered to us by the reception. Wore that and took a 2.2 kilometer walk to the Grand Bazaar. And if ever you're going shopping here in Antalya, on Lara Beach, the Grand Bazaar is a place to go, because things are quite cheap and cheerful, especially all the fashion sort of designer fakes. They're all there, so worth, especially if you're looking to buy t-shirts, jackets, bags. So I bought myself a bag, and that was really nice, especially one of those Louis Vuitton. Thank you very much. One of those Louis Vuitton toiletry bags, so that was really nice. And I've just got my hot chocolate here. So this evening we actually have an excursion booked, our first excursion of this trip, and it will be to see the Land of Legends night show. So I'll capture all of that experience. If any of you have been, just share your experience on here as well. But it'll be really good. I think the vibrance, the color, I'm looking forward to that, what they perform, because I really like that sort of stuff, especially when going to the theaters and seeing a show. Even here at the hotel, I mean, last night what we got to experience was a bit of a dance performance, so that was really nice. But all in all, I mean, I always say, if it is bad weather, don't be too disheartened or down-spirited. You can always make a great experience, even when you booked a resort holiday and you're expecting sunshine. The sunshine is back. I was only filming like a minute or two ago and it was doomy gloomy raining, and the sun is here now, so decided to ditch the hot chocolate and come out and enjoy a bit of warmth. And so looking forward to whatever minutes of sunshine we get here, because every minute feels so precious. So just gonna go for a walk and try and take in the sun. So here's a question for you all. What would you do on a day like this, where it's a beautiful beach, but literally everything on the beach is closed? So you can't do jet skiing, you can't do rafting, no paragliding, nothing. It's just absolute rough water and just long kilometers and kilometers of beach sand. So how would you entertain yourself? Because I'm trying to figure that out, because I've been walking up and down this beach trying to keep myself in a happy spirit, where it's a bit gloomy weather. I mean, the sunshine is out right now, but hence why I'm here. But I don't know, if you've got some ideas, do share this with me. Maybe for my next trip, if this sort of weather does occur again, it'll be nice just to have a bit of an idea what I can do. Because very limited people here, so you can't make much fun. There's no beach volleyball, nothing going on. It's very windy, very, 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 very heavy in terms of, yeah, just very windy really. So let me know what you think that can be done to have a bit of fun on the beach. Oh, the entertainment games are taking place now, yeah? Yeah. Okay, nice. What do we do?
Rolling.
Oh, rolling, you have to get the points, yeah?
Okay. How shall you approach it? Shall it be like slow?
Tactic strategy.
What's the strategy?
So first you have to stand like that. You know?
Ballerina.
For example.
It doesn't work.
Not like that.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Thank you.
What's this game called? No.
Aparatif.
So this is an apparative game. So the aim is to get 50 points, the highest. So there's 5 holes, 10, 20, 30, 40. Let me see if I can make this. Nope. Hey, 40, there we go.
Finally.
Well, 40 points, not so bad. Oi, 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 oi. So that would have been a point to you. So off to the Land of Legends night show, where we're seeing a light performance, dancing on the boat show, so it should be quite an adventure. I mean, we're in quite a fancy travel, really nicely lit up, really bougie. So looking forward to it. So think about a half an hour trip or so, and then a 3-hour experience. So fancy lights, performances, and a lot of acting. So something spectacular. So keeping my mind open, a lot of shopping there as well. I mean, it is a theme park itself, so looking forward to a great night out. I need to emphasize more on the ride. It's such a bougie ride. I don't think I've been in something like this. I mean, the last time was probably like almost like a limousine type experience. So if you are booking excursions, always keep an eye out for the type of vehicle that's giving you the pickup from the hotel, because if it is this sort of vehicle, I mean, it's worth the money, is it not? We paid like what, 25-30 quid for this experience each, and I'd say it's pretty worth it, just the ride alone. So just arrived at the Land of Legends, and I can tell you first impressions, it gives a very Disneyland type vibe, right? There's a lot of restaurants here and a lot of shops, so you can do a bit of shopping, roam around, enjoy. I mean, the show itself will take place in about an hour or so's time, so it gives us time to sort of roam around and just enjoy the experience.
Sağ ol canım ya. O da
So that was the Land of Legends experience. Was it what I was anticipating? Kind of underwhelmed, to be honest with you. I expected a bit more. I don't know why, but it just kind of did not deliver. It just gave a bit more of a vibe that this is a bit like the Dubai Mall where they show the fountain going up and down to music. I was expecting more of a performance. I didn't see any performance, to be fair, and it wasn't quite coordinated as I expected. I thought there'll be a bit more going on in terms of acting performance, on stage performance, but it was just a little person on a boat going round and round saying hi, hello to the audience.
Manavgat City Bazaar. If it's too late, we will go to boat.
Good morning everyone, we are in Manavgat. So I've taken a trip, booked an excursion for the day on this coach behind me. So it was about an hour trip. I mean, it took a little longer because there's quite a number of passenger pickups from different hotels. So we'll be doing a little bit of shopping here and then have a bit of a cruise on the boat. So it's just a day tour out just to see what Antalya has to offer. So Manavgat, it's about 60 kilometers away from Antalya, so not too far. But let's see. It should be a nice, first real sunny day experience here in Antalya. So looking forward to a great day. Well, first stop here is a jewelry store, and apparently one lesson I've learned is we don't pay taxes here in Turkey for jewelries. So I guess if you want to buy jewelries and looking for something for your missus or your mister, you might as well come here because you're going to not pay any taxes on the jewelry, the gold especially, so worth it. So for my honest review, I thought that was rather pointless, to be fair. I mean, why would you take people on a budget holiday to a motor jewelry that has all the biggest brands of jewelry? Yeah, I get it, it's tax free, but I don't think that's the best way to start. an excursion because people just only stayed in there for 5 minutes and pretty much all walked out. So I'm going to be exploring just the local area before heading back onto the bus for our next stop. So quite interesting what's happening here. We've been stopped by the traffic police. First and foremost, to put on our seatbelt, and they're doing a check on the coach. So I'm not exactly sure what they're looking for, but that's the traffic police. I mean, this is the first time I'm experiencing this. What do you think? Is this a normal thing? If you've been here before and you've traveled to Manavghat and you're on the road, is this a normal thing? Let me know in the comment section, because I find this a little odd. So we've reached our second stop, and this is Dickman Textile. And so we've got a lot of obviously clothing here. In the back of my hands, when we had textile, I thought we'd be going to a bit more of a traditional, not a supermarket. But hey, you do with what you got. I mean, a lot of stuff here. We've got Turkish tea just behind me there, so probably will grab some Turkish tea. I remember when I was 18 years old, I bought Turkish tea when I came with my mates, and it was like powdery flavored. So it was really nice. I like the apple flavor. Very nice, highly recommended. So probably gonna look at some t-shirts and some bags. If I like them, I'll purchase them. But if not, I'll probably wait if we end up going to a souk, because that's what I'm looking for. So hopefully in Manavghat they have some souks, old traditional ones that we can go to and potentially bargain. So now at the Manavgat Waterfall, third stop that we've taken. So we're just gonna go around. So the guide over there, who looks like Eminem, I'll take a closer look, a picture of him, and I'll share it with you. But he's been great in terms of giving us guidance in terms of where is what. So we're gonna go to the waterfall. He goes, it's the lowest waterfall in the world. I don't know how factually correct that is, or is he just exaggerating? But it should be nice. This is the reason why I booked the Manavgat tour, because of the waterfall. It's a very scenic place, and I think you'll all love it if ever you book your trip here. So keep an eye out. What a wonderful setting here. This is the Manavgat River, and as you can see, and probably you can hear the noise, is the waterfall. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a very small waterfall, but it's very scenic. And the sound of the water itself, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful itself. I mean, this is why I've come here. This is why I booked this specific excursion, because I've been to see waterfalls before, the Victoria Falls in Livingston in Zambia, which is obviously a lot bigger than this, but it is just very beautiful. Unfortunately, I missed out on the Niagara Falls. I was unwell when I'm during my time in Canada, but I thought, hey, let me take this moment to be able to witness something as beautiful as this. That, I must say, has been the best experience of this entire trip so far. The waterfall was amazing. Taking the picture with the parrots was also amazing. Got to take different poses, but only allowed to keep one of the images, which is a bit like, okay. But it happens wherever you go. I mean, they're running their own business, right? So I managed to capture one of those images digitally, which is great. So now off to the boat to have a bit of lunch. So we'll be joining up with other people who are on this excursion as well. So 4 groups will be getting together as one to have lunch on the boat. So hopefully the lunch is good. But all in all, I think this has been an absolutely wonderful experience so far. The weather, thankfully, has been living up to what Antalya should be about, what the experience here in Turkey was always meant to be about. Finally, I think it's worth its money.
Kondisyon yaşına göre şöyle bak.
Bekleyin.
Ne derler?
Hadi. Thank you.
Binip binemiyor diye Doblo'ya geçti.
Hello. Thank you.
The other thing, there will be member for the drinks, my dear guest. Whatever you want, you can order, and in that time, they are gonna write down your name on the list. The other thing, I want you to take a look to the prices as well, which drinks they do have, and.
As you can see, we're on the boat. It is absolutely basking in sunshine, very, very beautiful. So just waiting for the lunch. So we're gonna have the lunch here on the boat. It's gonna be about approximately an hour and a half, 2 hours on the boat. So the river that we're on will actually connect with the Mediterranean Sea. I think the food, they haven't informed us what it is, but they have given us the information that there will be a tab. So any drinks, grab whatever drinks you can, and there'll be a tab under your name. Probably like grab myself a can of Coke as usual. What else? Let's see what they have offering downstairs. Well, they've taken a lot of pictures with a parrot. I mean, we've already done the parrot shoot, so not necessarily going to be taking any more shots on that. But it's very scenic, just cross the bridge. And obviously, there's a lot of people here on the boat who are all enjoying the scenic sunshine. Does this make this trip worthwhile? Absolutely. Because this is why we booked it, for the experience of the waterfall and then to have the experience of being on a boat ride. Very beautiful boats that we see. Look at this one here. Kind of gives the vibe of a pirate boat, does it not? And indeed it is. So one great thing about this boat trip is the scenic view, the mountains. When we booked the resort trip in Antalya, we wanted to get the scenic view. As much as the sea, wanted to get the view of the mountains. Just the weather itself was very unfortunate that we couldn't see the mountain as clear as we had anticipated. So to be on this boat trip and to have a very scenic view of the mountains is absolutely beautiful. It's very soothing, very relaxing here on the river. The wind is slowly blowing. That gives us a very calm, nice breeze. And then to have the mountain right behind me, it is absolutely a beautiful, relaxing experience. Highly recommended. I mean, if you're here in Antalya and you're on this trip in Manavghat, this is something that you will really enjoy. I mean, it didn't start off in the best possible way with the experience with the jewelry shop, which I don't think was needed. But here on the boat, it is something. It is quite something. So I've had a wonderful lunch. It was rice served with chicken and Turkish salad. So there's the boat, which I've just got off, and that's the river. And I'm on a wonderful, beautiful beach. And there's the sea. So literally the river on one side and the sea, the Mediterranean Sea on the other. I mean, this is more than what I expected on this trip. It is very scenic, very beautiful, the wind blowing, as I said, and obviously you got the mountain view just over there. Quite something special. Worth every penny. So as part of the final stop of the tour, we are at the city bazaar. Yay, finally get to experience a local bazaar. Lots of items here, whether it's undergarments, whether it's bags, whether it's textile and other bags. There's also some spices that I saw earlier on as well. Yeah, I don't know what I'll purchase, but let's see. I mean, it stretches for a really long way. So hopefully it'll be a nice bazaar to shop around. There's some coats here as well. Let me have a think, and if I purchase anything, I'll let you know. So just got back from the bazaar in Manavghat, and I have to say the whole day experience was wonderful. There's a karaoke going just behind me, but in the bazaar itself, it was one of those ones where you had to haggle even more and bring the price down. So I ended up buying 3 shorts, which is what I needed for my next holiday, wherever that is. So I managed to get a good price on that. But this is where my journey here in Antalya ends. I fly back to London tomorrow. But the question is Antalya worth the visit, and is Liberty Hotel worth the stay and bang? Do you get bang for your buck? That's the real question. And if you want to learn more about Antalya, and if you want to learn more whether you should pay your money to stay here at the Liberty Hotel, I share a full insight review in this video up here. So would welcome you to tune into that if you're planning your next holiday to Turkey and to Antalya. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all on my next holiday.